Correct
This
practice?
conference will now be recorded.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys, so let's continue the same topic, JavaScript fundamentals. And now we are going to talking about methods. JavaScript is going to offer different methods. Each method used to perform some operations in your scripting. Okay, so length is the one more method. Console.log is the method. Length is the another method. And similarly, we have so many methods. So every method is like a starts with the dot. Okay, so now we are going to work with other methods. So console.log code academy just I'm printing, and a console.log remove white space. So when you want to like remove the white spaces, so how can you do it? So there is a one more method called a trim. First of all, let me working with one by one. Suppose I will take console.log and I'm taking one string value, which is universe. Okay, this string I want to display and convert it to only lowercase. So lowercase is the one method, right? Okay, to lowercase. Okay, in this console log, I have taken one string value. It is Srinivas. The Srinivas is the name string value. I have taken only capital letters. This entire capital string I want converted to lowercase. Okay, just we have to use the lowercase is a method. Okay, right? And click on run. See, Srinivas is the name I have taken as a string. The string value I want converted to lowercase. Okay, so some letters we can provide that like uppercase, and remaining I am providing the lowercase, capital letters and small letters. This entire string I want to display in uppercase. There is one more method is uppercase. Run it. So the entire string would be displayed in uppercase. And similarly, we have other methods also, like let me execute one by one. First of all, let me reset the workspace. By default, they're given two exercises: console.log code academy. This code academy C is the capital letter, remaining letters are small. But entire string I want to print in uppercase. What is the method we have to use? To uppercase, and then execute. And the second one, remove the white space. Code Academy is entirely displaying that capital letters. And they're given one more, right? Remove white space. Okay. And here we have a lot of space before string, and after string also we have some space. So when I'm trying to printing this value, I want to remove the spaces that may be before and after from the string. Okay, how can you do it? Just we have to use the trim method. Trim is the one more method used to remove the space from your string. Click on run and remove the spaces between the strings. Okay, clear, guys? This is about the different methods are there in JavaScript. So these three are very frequently using to lowercase, to uppercase, and trim method. And next topic is built-in objects. In addition to console, there are other objects built in JavaScript by default. So down the line, you will be build your own object, but your for now, these built-in objects are fully useful functionality. Okay, so when you want to performing any mathematical operations in advanced level, that moment we can go for that built-in by default objects. For example, let me take console.log. Okay, so when you want to perform some operation, so we have to use math.random. So when you're using so lottery, so when you want to generate in one like a lottery number, every time it will be take one new unique number. So when I click on that one, what happened? Displaying that one random number. Once again, you click on that run, taking the another random number. And when I click on that run, once again, giving the another random number, right? So when you want to generate a random number, so the number is not unique every time. Okay. So and when you want to generate a random number, so we have to use math.random. Okay. So this math.random, you want to multiply with 50? Yes. Every time I want to multiply with 50. Run. So giving that random number. Random number will be generated. Then that will be multiplied with 50. And in case if you want to give that any round number, so we have to use the one more method called floor, math.floor. Okay, let me use one more method, math.floor, then math.random. So click on run, console.log. I think semicolon missing, right? Run. So given the round number. So when you are using math.random, every time it will be give the one random number. Okay, but that random number you want to multiply with 50 or 100 or else any like a number you can be able to multiply also. So now I don't want take any decimals. I want print only round number. In that case we have to use the math.flow 6, right? Okay, and now let me execute my given code. Inside console.log. Okay, first of all let me take inside console.log, create a number, random number with 100. Okay, math dot random multiply with 100. When you want to calculate advanced level mathematical calculations, then we are using these two methods. In the rare cases, okay, then you will get the result. And the second one is now they want to use math dot floor and run it. Giving that round number. Okay. And so in case find the method of
Sir,
service.
random number is
It's not constant. So when you execute this code, every time it will give that one new random number. This moment it is given 77, right? Once again you can click on that run 80. Again you can click on run 55. Okay. Suppose so this like a two exercise were unable to complete it. That moment you can be able to view solution also. Go to view solution and see that result of your particular exercise. And if you want to replace with the solution, we can be able to replace it. Then the system will be allowed to move the next topic. Okay. And a final one, review. Let's take one more glance at the concept we just learned in basic level. Data is printed or logged in the console file. So that is called console panel that display the message with console.log message. We can write single line comment or multi-line comment. So when you don't want to execute particular statement or a particular line of code and human readable, then that case we can follow the single line comment and multi-line comment. So already we learned there are 7 fundamental data types: string, number, boolean, null, undefined, symbol, and object. And a string or characters wrapped in single or double quotes, and you can be able to concatenating string value also. And you will be able to perform some arithmetic operators, and including these all arithmetic operators like a plus sign, minus sign, star, multiplication, and a dividend percentage. So objects are including instance the data type can have properties stored in information. Like after your string, so you can be able to check that length of characters and do to converting like uppercase and lowercase and remove the white spaces between the string. So that is called built-in object. So we can access properties and methods by using dot operator. Built-in objects when you want to calculating any advanced level mathematical calculations. So we are using math.random and math.float. Okay, so first topic has been completed successfully and move to next topic. So how many days do you want to learn each week? Skip it. This may not required. Okay. Next topic is variables. So now we're going to learn JavaScript variables. Guys, anybody idea about variables earlier? You tell me what do you know about variables? What is the variable and importance of the variable? How we can store the data into the variable?
Int, float, character, and
Just I'm asking definition. What is the variable? What is the
the
string collection of?
Variable is a container to store a value.
Yes. What is a string? String is nothing but collection of characters. Similarly, what is the
Yeah.
variable? Variable is a container to store the value. You will be able to store any kind of value that may be string value, boolean value, and a number or any null other values. Okay. So in programming language, every programming language, variable topic is very common. A variable is a container for a value. So you can think of variable is a little container for information that live in a computer memory. Information stored in that variables such as username, account number, and other personalized properties you can be able to store into the variable. Variables also provide the way of labeling data with a descriptive name or your programming can understand more clearly by the reading ourselves. Practically, you will be able to understand very clearly, guys. Don't worry. Now let's start working with variables. Suppose I have created one variable where, so how can you define the variable? Which keyword we have to use? var keyword. So var, okay, then we have to define the variable name equal to and assigning some value. How you can assign the value? So we have to follow the respective syntax. Okay, click on next. Now I'm going to working with the variables. So how can you define the variable? You have to
देखिए
use
मतलब मेरे
var
उसको
keyword.
ना उसको साउंड देखो बेटू
Srikant, please go on mute. Guys, when I'm speaking, everybody please go on mute. When you want to ask some questions, then only we can unmute it. Okay. Now I'm going to declare the variable. So in every coding language, variable is the very common topic. Variable is a small container to store the value in computer memory. So the same variable we can be able to use multiple times in the same code. How can you declare or how can you call the variable var and we have to define the variable name. So we can give the any name where variable name equal to okay and defining the value. So now the string value Srinivas is assigning to this name. Okay, so how can you declare the variable? We have to use the var keyword and then immediately we have to take one variable name and equal okay equal is assignment operator equal to is assignment operator. I'm assigning this value to the variable name. So Srinivas value is stored into the name. Now I'm going to printing it. Okay. So take the console.log and which value you want to print? Name value. Console.log. Now I'm going to printing variable. The Srinivas value is stored into this variable. So while printing your variable value, no need to keep in single double quotes. Directly we can call the variable into console. Run. The value is printing Srinivas. Okay. So there were a lot of changes introduced in the ES6 version of JavaScript. JavaScript previous name is ECMAScript. So recently they have implemented so many things in ECMAScript 6 version of JavaScript 2015. One of the biggest changes was to new keywords that are introduced in ES6 ECMAScript 6. So one is the let keyword, second one is the constant keyword. You will be able to use where keyword also, but developers and people are very familiar to where keyword. From ES6, they have implemented two more new keywords as well. One is a let keyword, and second one is a constant keyword. Okay, so let keyword also equivalent to where keyword, but constant is different. Okay, let's consider the example above. So where short variable is the JavaScript keyword that creates and declares the new variable. My name is the variable name. The name is the variable name. It's a capitalizing the way of standard conversation. In case, so you are going to define the variable name is suppose first name, right? And every statement should be answered semicolon and run. And what is the first name? Error, right? First name. Okay. So when you are going to taking any variable name, so we have to follow the camel case while configuring or declaring any variable. So as a developer, always you should follow camel case. Camel case nothing but first name equal to Srinivas. The Srinivas value is stored into this variable. In camel case means nothing but, so first is that small letters, F is the small letter, and N is capital letter. Okay, this is called camel case. Okay, don't take that first letter is the capital. It's not recommended in scripting language or any coding language. Okay, and the next, in case of if you want to pass that another variable, my first name, M is small, F is capital, name is N is the capital. Click on done printing the value. My first name. Always we have to follow the camel case. Okay. And next one is equal to is the assignment operator. It assign the value to ARIA to variable name my name. It's already defined, right? And directly we can come into my exercises. Declare a variable named favorite food. So how can you declare the variable using my var keyword? Declare a variable named favorite food. It's a camel case, right? Favorite food. Favorite food. I'm going to assigning pizza. And click on run. Yes. Successfully I have declared variable. Declare a variable named number of slices using the var keyword and assign to the number 8. Variable num of slices equal to assign the value 8 and click on run. And next one is under the number of slices variable, use console.log, print the value of saved favorite food. So where, sorry, use console.log, what is the value you are stored into favorite food? This favorite food variable we have to take over here. Let me print it out, pizza. And similarly, you can print this one also, console.log and the num of slices. 8. Number of slices 8. Okay, so this is the way how to declare the variable, how we can assign the value to a respective variable. So where is the keyword, and while declaring the variable name, always you should follow the camel case format, and equal is equivalent operator, and pizza is, yes Anushka, JavaScript is the case sensitive. Okay, in case if you declare that capital Vina, what happened? Just you can observe. So nothing happened. So every method, object, and parameter is the only case sensitive. So where is always small keywords we have to use. In case if you use capital V, what happened? System won't execute your code. Clear, Anusha? It's a case sensitive. Case sensitive means nothing but, so we have to follow the all the keywords as it is. So if you give that where system can't understand in the capital V. Clear?
Yeah, clear, sir.
And move to next exercise, next one. And create the one more variable using by let keyword. So before ECS6, suppose now ServiceNow ES6 nothing but JavaScript version ES6, ECMAScript 6. Before ES6, so they used only where keyword. After ES6, they have implemented let keyword also. Let is the one more keyword. It's a equivalent to where keyword. Let my food is biryani. Okay. And now I want to print it out. Console.log. So the variable we need to pass here. So the variable name never keep in a single or double quote. In case if you keep the variable value in a single quote, you will get error message. Okay, there is a use in the scripting part, guys. Okay, in the scripting part, don't pass any single or double quote. Directly you can be able to print the this my food variable. In case if you use that this variable in single or double quotes, what happened? Okay, it's not executing. The variable value don't keep in single or double quotes when you are calling in your scripting. Let is the one more keyword. It's the alternative of where keyword. Let my food is a variable name equal to is assignment operator. It's a value of this variable. This value is stored into my food. Now I want to get that value of my food. So using the console.log, I'm printing my food. Biryani store. Okay. And this moment I'm using let keyword. So create let keyword. Yes, created let keyword. And the variable name is change me. Please follow always camel case. And set it equal to the boolean value true. Okay, then run it. Okay, then on the line after change me is declared, set the value of change me to false. Okay, what is the main benefit of let keyword? You can be able to reassign the value. Okay, so but in the var keyword and the constant keyword, we can't reassign it. So when I declared my first variable is change me, I have assigned the value is 2. Now the value is 2, right? So now I'm going to reassign the value. So how can reassign the value? Change me equal to now false. Now the value is false, not true. Okay, online this after change me is declared, set the value of change me to with a boolean false. And to check if the change me was reassigned, let the value equal to console. Now let me print console.log. Tell me guys, what is the value? It's true or false? True or false? False. Not true.
False.
So the true is the boolean value is stored into the change me variable. Okay. So let keyword using by the let keyword you can be able to reassign the value. So what is the latest value I have reassigned? It's a false. So when you try to printing this one, what happened? Printing the latest value. It's a false. So let keyword mainly used to reassign the value, but it's not possible through like a var and a constant keyword. Okay, now let me work with the constant keyword. So constant is the one more keyword, it's a kind of variable. And when you want to assign the permanent value, for example, constant my first name is Srinivas. My first name is Srinivas. It's a constant keyword. Okay, so when I'm trying to reassign the value, my first name, okay, this moment we have to print my first name. Use console.log and my first name and click on run. You will get type error, assignment to constant variable. So we can't reassign the value using by constant variable. So constant nothing but it's a one more variable type, variable keyword. So when you're like a permanently want to set the one value to your variable, so we can using the constant keyword. And when I click on that run, it's printing Srinivas. But let keyword use it to reassign the value. Okay. Now you can executing create a constant variable name. Now create a constant variable name entry. Constant variable name is entry. Set it equal to string enchiladas. And click on run. 1 second, guys. Just I have assigned one value to this variable using my constant keyword. Permanently, I have assigned the value. Just a second. So constant entry enchiladas. So then I can move to next one. Just to check that you are saved the value in enchiladas into entry. Now I'm going to log the value of entry to the console. See, using console.log and printing entry. What is the value of that entry? It's enchiladas. And great, let's see what happened if you try to reassign the constant variable. Paste the following code to the bottom of your program. Okay, let me take. I'm trying to reassign the value. Entry is now tacos. When I click on that run, what happened? So you will get the assignment, like what is that? Assignment to constant variable. So we are not reassigning the value using by the constant variable. So when you want to set the one value to permanently your variable, so we can use the constant variable. When you want to reassign the value, that moment we can using let keyword. Okay. So now I can move to advanced level mathematical assignment operators. Let's consider how we can use variables.
Srinivas, one second. Like when you're using that constant variable, right? Like you cannot use let and you cannot reassign the value.
Sorry, Emma.
Is it you use the constant variable, right?
Yes, correct.
So in that we cannot, even if we try to reassign any value, it is not possible.
Yes, correct. So we can't reassign the value using by the constant keyword. Okay.
Okay. So can't we use let and we can't replace that?
No. So when you want to reassign the value, so that moment we have to use the let keyword. Okay.
Okay.
When you want to set the one permanent value to the variable, that moment we can using the constant variable.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What is the difference between var and constant?
Both are different keywords, only variable. Okay.
Okay. If we
So
assign any value to var,
yes,
can we change?
suppose var keyword used to store the value or assign any value to the variable. But constant is nothing but we can be able to reassign also. But using by the var keyword, we can be able to reassign it. Let me show that. Suppose, let me remove the code. Okay. Using by the var keyword also, we can be able to reassign the value. So let is the alternative of var, not constant. Constant is used to fix the value permanently. Where my name equal to Srinivas, and then I'm reassigning the value my name to and the console.log is my name. Now you tell me what is the final output?
Srinu.
Srinu.
Yes, mine. So it is printing second value. So through variable keyword also we can be able to reassign the value. So let keyword is alternative of var, not constant. So constant variable use it to, so when you want to set the one value to permanently, that moment we can using the constant keyword. Clear guys?
Yeah, clear, got it. Sir.
And next one we are going to working with mathematical assignment operators. Let's consider how we can use variables and math operators to calculate new values and assign them to variable. It's very simple to apply some mathematical calculation to your variable, and using by let and double equal to 4 means the value 4 is stored into this variable is called w. And now I'm going to adding the 4 w equal to, so now the 4 value is stored here, and now w plus 1, and what is the final output? Let me print it out. Console.log. So what is the value of w, guys?
4 plus 1.
4.
So it's a reassigning, right? W
Yes,
equal to
5.
4. So I have taken that w, then 4 plus 1 equal to 5, right? And now, so when I try to printing w, it's giving 5. And the w is 4, right? Then I am giving the 34. So what is the output? 38. And similarly, we can be able to use minus operator. Okay, w is 4, and then 34 minus 34. What is the output? Minus 30. And then multiply. You can multiply it and run 34 into 4. It's 136. And a dividend 34 by 4 equal to 0.1176. And it's the one way to calculate the apply the mathematical operation. In shortcut also we can be able to apply the mathematical calculations. Okay. See, let keyword w equal to 4. And alternatively, directly we can be able to w, and using that plus equal to 1, minus equal to 1, dividend equal to 1, multiply equal to 1. Okay, so what is the output when I try to print? It's a shortcut to apply some mathematical calculations. Log, it's w or s, whatever you can take it. Okay, so what is the output? W equal to 4 means the 4 value stored into the w. Then so 4 plus equal to 1 means 5. And in case if you give that 2 and 4 plus 2 equal to 6, and here if you take that minus 4 minus 2 equal to 2, and 4 divided by 2 equal to it's 2, and multiply equal to 4 into 2 8. So this is advanced level. Another way, so we could have reassigned that W after the performing some mathematical operations on it. Okay, is used to built in mathematical assignment operators. We could rewrite the code about to be. Okay, say like this. Now let me execute your code and go to reset the workspace first. They are given some exercises. Now we need to execute the exercises. So let's practice using these mathematical assignment operators. Using the plus equal to mathematical assignment operator to increase the value stored in level up by 5. So now level up is a variable, right? Level up plus equal to level up by 5. So what is the output? It's 15. And coming to second one, let power level. So power level is the variable, right? So take the variable power level and minus equal to 100. And run it. It's a 8901. And coming to third one is multiply equal to multiply with 11. And what is the result? 352. And execute last one also, dividend. Quarter mean dividend equal to 4. What's the result? 1150 by 4 to 88. So this is about how to apply the advanced level mathematical calculations. This is the advanced level declaring the variable. Okay. And move to next one. So it's a very, very important operator, very frequently using in your code. The increment operator and decrement operator. Guys, so when you want to increase only one value, so for example, let a equal to 10, and so when you want to increase only one value, so you can take a plus plus, and what is the final output? Console.log, and then I want to printing the a. So the final output
11.
is 11. Okay. So when you want to increase only one value at a time, so we have to use the plus plus operator. Plus plus operator used to increasing the only one value. That is called increment operator. And so this increment operator, if you keep in loop, so every time so adding the one number to your code, your programming, or whatever it may be. Okay. And now, so I'm going to using decrement operator. Don't use a single plus sign and minus sign. So when you want to increasing a one value or decreasing one value, so we have to use the double signs. Okay, minus minus, decrease the one value. So let a equal to 10, 10 values stored into a. Now I want to minus. So total output is 9. Okay, so now let me executing given exercises, and using the increment operator increase the value of gain dollar. Okay, so gain dollar is already taken the variable. So gain gained dollar plus 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 and click on run. It will be
Sir, is it
only
must that we should use only let, or we can use a variable also?
sorry, I didn't get your question.
Is it must to use only let, or we can use variable keyword also instead of let?
Instead of let, you will be able to use
Can
var
we
also.
use? Okay, sir.
You will be able to use both keywords. Let is alternate of where, but let is advanced level keyword, and so that is the base one is at var. But the people are very familiar to var keyword. But if you want to use let keyword also, you can be able to let keyword. So before
Okay.
ES6, yes, nothing but ECMAScript, before ECMAScript script version, so they're used only var keyword. After 6th version, they're using let keyword. Let is the advanced level keyword and use it to reassigning the value. There is no difference between
Yes.
var and let. Okay. And now I'm going to decreasing the value last dollar minus minus. The output would be like a 49. If you want to print this one, to get more details, console.log. What is the last dollar value? Say 49. Okay. So move to next one. String concatenation with variables. Now I'm going to show how to concatenating two variable values. In previous exercise, we assigned string to variables. Now let's to go over how to connect or concatenate string values. The plus operator or plus sign very frequently using can be used to combine two string values even if those values are being stored in variables. For example, so you can take let my pet equal to dog. My pet is dog. So now I'm going to printing console.log, and when you're using only the variable my pet, what happened? Run. So what is your favorite pet? Dog. Okay. In case you want to concatenating the string values. Suppose let me take one string value. My string is my favorite pet is so then I can adding my variable my pet and plus if you want to take the dot as well, you can be able to take the dot and click on run. So my favorite pet is dog. If you want to take the space, you can be able to take the space. My favorite pet is dog. If you want to remove this dot, you can be able to remove the dot also. So my favorite pet is one string value, and directly I'm calling my variable concatenating with my string. So my favorite pet is a small, like it's a normal string value I'm printing. So then my pet is the variable. So what is the value I've stored into my pet? It's a dog. So finally it is printing my favorite pet as including it's a dog. This is called string concatenation with variables. In the example above, we assigned the value armadillo. It's a given some exercises. Now let me executing all given exercises. So create a one favorite, create a variable named favorite animal. Let keyword variable name is favorite animal is equal to is equal to tiger. Let favorite animal. Let favorite animal equal to tiger. Tiger is the value is stored into favorite animal variable. And second exercise, use console.log. Yes, let me use console.log. Console.log. Then, so my favorite animal is. So my favorite animal is. Then, so we have to call the favorite animal. My favorite animal is your favorite animal. Click on run. So my favorite animal is tiger. Let favorite animal. So favorite animal is variable. So equal is assignment operator. Tiger is the value. This value is going to store in my favorite animal variable. So when you try to printing console.log, so I'm taking one string value, it's my favorite animal, and I'm appending my like this value also, this variable also, and finally it is printing my favorite animal. So we are binding these two variables, like one is that string value, second one is the variable. So this is the way how to concatenating like a variable, like values with your variables. And next one is I'm talking about string interpolate variable. So interpolate variable very frequently using ServiceNow platform also. For example, I'm taking constant variable my pet, constant my pet equal to armadillo and console.log. This is called interpolate variable. Okay, so interpolate variable starts with that apostrophe s. Okay, so this where is apostrophe in the keyboard, right? In the keyboard, in the first second row, first, right? Keyword. Okay, so this is called apostrophe, right? I own a pet. Then directly you can be able to print the so my pet in dollar and curly braces, dollar my pet, and finally we're printing the so I own a pet armadillo. This is called interpolate variable. If you want to print directly, you can be able to print directly also. Run it's armadillo. And see here, no need to use any plus signs to appending to values. Directly you can be able to printing the variable value. So using by the interpolate. So how can you call as interpolate variable? So the variable should be keep in curly braces. So the following by the syntax, like my pet, my favorite pet is directly we can call the interpolate variable. My favorite pet is armadillo. This is called interpolate variable, string interpolate variable. Okay. So now let me executing my create a variable called my name. How to create the variable using by the let keyword. Variable name is my name equal to assigned to your name. It's Srinivas. Then statement should be answered with semicolon. Okay. Then coming to second exercise is create a variable called my city using my let keyword my city equal to assign it your favorite city name. It's Hyderabad. Then click on run. Now I'm going to concatenating these two variables. Using single template literal interpolate your variables into the sentence below. Use console.log. Let me take console.log, and you can take here. So how can you follow the syntax right? Apostrophe here, and then okay. So my name is name. My name is we have to call this variable. How to call interpolate variable? Dollar open braces, call your name over here, and similarly city also. Base line. So then I can call it my city. My city. Then statements will be answered with semicolon. Okay. So let my name equal to Srinivas. The name is assigned to my name variable, and again I have assigned one more value. Hyderabad is my favorite city. My city, and then console.log. So my name is my name, and printing the name Srinivas. Then dot my favorite city will be printing. So no need to use any plus signs and other things. Okay, directly you can be able to call the interpolate variable. My name is Srinivas, and my favorite city is Hyderabad. Clear, guys? Any questions up to now? Any questions? Okay, so you can practice up to now, and the remaining topics we can discuss on tomorrow. Tomorrow is holiday, guys. Next class will be on Saturday. Okay, I'm going to end up class today. See you tomorrow. Please practice well.